They spent the whole movie, Dave, just fighting and climbing mountains only to throw the ring in a pit of fire at the end. Hobbits, Dave. What do you expect? I mean, little people. I don't think they like to be called hobbits anymore. Politically correct and all of that. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone. The place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than getting some behind the scenes pics, but not by much. Honda is trying to wash away some of its sins of not releasing the baby Africa Twin this year by releasing a new cruiser. That makes no sense, Honda. Where's the little baby AT? We all need some good news, man. Come on, just get to work. None of the less, say hello to the new Honda Rebel 1100. Built around a modified Africa Twin engine, this bike offers a lot more than you would expect from a $9,300 bike. Stick around while we go into more detail. The Rebel 1100 might have the Africa Twin engine at its core, but Honda has implemented just enough mechanical and electronic changes to make you feel like you're riding a cruiser. The 1084cc engine pushes out 87 horsepower at a low 7,000 RPM and an addictive 98 Newton meters of torque at 4,700 RPM. Those RPMs are very low for that amount of torque, and by the way, for the Americans, that would be 72 foot-pounds of torque. Clearly, Honda didn't just want to plonk the Africa Twin engine in there and call it a day. They wanted you to have cruiser fun, and we all know torque is proportional to fun. The flywheel has also been increased by about a third compared to the Africa Twin in order to improve low-end response. Honda also says the uneven firing order of the 270-degree crank paired together with a brand new exhaust system will definitely meet the setting off car alarms requirement of a cruiser. Well, they didn't actually use those words, but I'm sure that's what they meant. One other clever thing Honda did was implementing ride-by-wire technology. This opened up a whole new world of features that are sci-fi on cruisers at this price point, such as cruise control on a cruiser. Honda says they are the only ones to bring cruise control as standard in this segment of the cruiser market, but then they forget to mention what this segment actually is. The 1100 Rebel also gets 3 riding modes: standard, rain, and sport, with a 4th riding mode which is user customizable. Harley riders are probably going, riding modes? What are those? Like riding when you're happy or angry or sad? Don't get me wrong, not trying to bash Harley here. I love a Harley as much as the next guy, but the 48, pretty much the direct competition to the new Rebel, the most electronics that has ever seen is probably the starter mode. Actually, Dave, this is a pretty good looking bike. Better than the Rebel in my opinion. You know what, just cut this whole Harley part out. Don't put it in the show. Now, one feature that does set the Rebel apart from other cruisers is Honda's DCT automatic transmission. No longer constrained by such peasant tasks like changing gears, the DCT system can be set to either full automatic, where it can be further customized using the riding modes, or semi-automatic, where the rider can change gears using 2 buttons on the handlebars. That seems very natural, Dave. Visually, the 1100 Rebel is very similar to Honda's smaller 500 Rebel. You get the same tubular steel frame, although it has obviously been beefed up a little. The wheelbase is longer for more straight line reliability, and with its 223 kilogram or 490 pounds wet weight, together with the 30-degree fork angles and the low seat position, should be agile enough for when you feel like thrashing it on twisties. Speaking of twisties, Honda claims a 35-degree lean angle on the new Rebel, so if you're into feeling like a sports bike rider while being on a cruiser, this one's for you. In Creature Comfort Land, you are treated to a 3-liter or 0.8 gallon of storage space under the seat, which also includes high-powered 3-amp USB ports for all your charging needs. Under the seat, because that's where you want to keep your phone while riding. Full LED lights all around and a circular LCD display which tries to marry the modern with the classic, complete the package. Honda has gone with an 18-inch front wheel and a 16-inch rear one, 43mm forks with some adjustability, and old-school double rear shocks with a piggyback reservoir on the back. Price-wise, you're looking at $9,300 for the manual transmission version and $10,000 for the DCT version. This one's got quite a bit of value attached to it at this price point, a good enough mix of electronics, rider aids, and creature comforts, and it should really be quite a good seller for Honda at the end of the day. Unless it rides like a shoe, and we don't know how it rides because it's only coming out on dealership floors in January. I'm definitely taking this one out for a ride review, so make sure you are subscribed to catch that. In the meantime, why don't you visit the comments section down below and let us know if this out of the blue drop by Honda surprised you or not, and if in a good way or in a bad way, like the end of Game of Thrones. Well, that's the show for today, everyone. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.